When I was 3 years old, I can remember, I don't know how many people were there, but I know people were there. I remember there being a lot of smoke. It was kind of hard to breathe. There was no fire or nothing, so I think it was just cigarette smoke. I remember there being a couple familiar faces, but I can't really give out exact names of who was there. My father was there. I remember my father telling me something about doing a trick. Something like, do the trick Daddy showed you. So I did the trick Daddy showed me. And apparently that trick was putting my father's dick in my mouth. I was 3. Well, I know that I couldn't get it in my mouth. So then he kind of made me try putting it completely in my mouth. And then I remember laughter. And then I remember getting hit really hard. And I don't remember much else after that one. When I was 5, I was crying about something. And I think it was either my birthday or somebody else's birthday. It was a birthday thing. And I was crying. I think somebody had pushed me or somebody was being mean to me. So I went and told my dad. Because my dad was my big strong parent and he was going to protect me and beat up all my bullies because that's what dads do for their little princesses. So I went and told my dad. He told me not to interrupt him while he was talking, and I was persistent. I wanted that person to be punished for hurting me. So my dad took one of the balloons nearby at this party thing and he popped it in my face. And then I cried harder. And he said, "Oh, you want another one?" So he popped another balloon in my face. And yeah, I'm afraid of balloons. I can't have balloons near me at all. I'm afraid of touching them. I'm afraid of feeling the balloon. I'm afraid of the popping that it might do. I'm afraid of balloons. When I was 6 or 7, I had to wear glasses. And they were for reading because I would get really bad migraines if I didn't wear glasses for reading. And a boy that I went to school with, he didn't like me because of my weight. And I was always kind of a heavyset kid. I think it started when I put my glasses on the table. I put my glasses on my desk at school. And the boy came and he pushed me onto my desk and hit me and ran away. I wanted to tell the teacher, but I was too scared that the teacher might tell my dad and my dad would hurt me because my dad would often punish me when I would complain about something bad happening to me. Well, there was a little bend in my glasses, so I couldn't really wear them. Otherwise, they wouldn't stay on straight and they'd irritate me and I couldn't wear them. So I had to get somebody to fix them. Well, my dad found my glasses when I got home from school on the kitchen table. And he backed me into a corner, held me by my throat, and like this close to me, yelled at me, "Do you think these glasses are cheap? Do you think money grows on trees?" And the whole money thing, right? I tried to explain, I cried. He yelled at me so loud. And he raped me again. Because he said that he wanted to give me something to really complain about. So he did it again. When I was 9, he did it again. Because I told him, I tried standing up to him. I tried telling him that he can't stop me from seeing my mom. My parents are divorced at the time. My parents have always been divorced as far as I can remember. I said that you couldn't stop me from seeing my mom because she's my mother. I want to see her. I love my mom and I want to spend time with her and I miss her and I want to see her. And that's when he raped me again, telling me that if I wouldn't stop complaining about seeing my mom, that I would never get to see her again. He thought that if I went to see my mom, I would tell her everything that he does to discipline me. And then I would be taken away. Deep down, I wanted that. But at the same time, I was really scared because I didn't really know any other way of life other than that house and going to and from school there. It dumbed down for a while. My dad was pretty normal-ish, I guess. I mean, we argued a lot. I would still get hit. I would still be slapped and punched and pinched in places where nobody could see. So like my crotch area, my breasts, my underarms, the back of my head. He would try and hurt me in all these places where nobody would think to look, that wasn't visible, wearing short sleeves, shorts, you know. When I was 12, he raped me from behind, and when I finally decided to call the police about it, my dad made up this story that I was just calling the police because I wasn't getting my way and I was being a spoiled child, and so the cop gave me a lecture on listening to parents and what can happen if you don't listen to your parents. You end up being a juvenile delinquent and you end up going to juvenile hall, which eventually leads to prison and drug abuse and probably prostitution. Sounded like a luxury to me. The cops were already kind of chummy with my dad. My dad knew the cops pretty good. They were friends. I guess they went to school together at some point, and they were really, really good friends. He was always able to lie through the skin of his teeth. And he was a con artist in a way. He really fucked up my life. I have trust issues. I have a fear of fucking latex balloons. When I was 13, our neighbor, his girlfriend at the time, my dad's girlfriend at the time, our neighbor, had a swimming pool, and he tried drowning me in it because I said something that reminded him of something my mother would say. So he tried drowning me. And then I think at 14 or 15, he ended up having a stroke and heart attack or whatever, and that's when I fully decided I'm gonna just live with my mother. I'm done. I'm not even gonna explain to any cops. I'm not gonna explain to anybody. I'm just gonna move and I'm gonna get over it. I didn't get over it. I don't think I'll ever get over it. I was constantly harassed by everybody surrounding me about my weight, about my sexuality, about my preferences on things, about my opinions, my religion, my not having a religion, my interests, my whatever. I mean, yeah, people are going to pick on you all the time. No matter what you look like, no matter what you like or believe in, people are going to find some way to put you down because it gives them a boner and they enjoy having a shame boner. But what is there left to make fun of when the victim finally decides, fuck it. My innocence was taken from me as a child. Do you think I have any shame for anything? You see me eating a pizza in public and you decide to call me fat in front of an old man who's sitting nearby with his wife, eating the same pizza, looking at me like I really shouldn't be eating that. Do you think I really care anymore? Really? There are worse things out there than being fat. There are worse things going on in my head than a stranger's opinion of me. There are worse things being written in my diary than people can even say. There are worse feelings going on in my heart than people could even care to try and understand. Today, I suffer heavy depression. I suffer post-traumatic stress disorder. A slight OCD, I guess. I have a fear of balloons. I have a fear of being held down. I can't wear seatbelts. To top it all off, people think I can't wear seatbelts because I'm fat. That's not it. I was able to wear a seatbelt totally fine, and then one day I just snapped, and I could not be held down. I got tangled in a sweater, and I freaked out and vomited. I have claustrophobia. I cannot be restrained, and that also means that I cannot drive. Because if you drive without a seatbelt, what happens? You get a ticket that you gotta pay money for. I don't have a job. Well, I do sort of have a job. I'm a babysitter, I'm a pet sitter. I write stories on commission. I make a little money. Not enough to live off of, but I make some money to contribute around me. I'm offering something to society somehow. I've gotta be. Otherwise, why am I still here? Good question. Why am I still here? I don't know. I don't know why I'm still here. Is that a problem for me? That's a huge problem for me. I'm still here. I'm still fucking here. After all the times I've tried, I'm still here. After all the times I've tried to not be here, I'm still here. When you're a failure at life, and you're a failure at death, what do you have? What have you got? You've got people. You've got people who say they love you, who say you're beautiful, who say to fuck what the world thinks. Fucking what the world thinks doesn't help you survive. It helps you become an arrogant prick. It helps you be angry. It helps you be sad. Fucking what the world thinks helps you become a complete and utter grouch. Why am I still here? Because I failed is why I'm still here. But then why am I not all here? Because my dad was such a great guy. Because I had totally supporting parents who totally listened and understood me every single chance they got. I'm not all here. I am insane. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I've got a mild OCD. I've got depression up the ass. And every single day, I have to pretend that I'm okay. I have to pretend I'm okay to keep other people from being not okay. I can't talk about my problems. I'm not allowed to explain myself. If I go into a flashback panic attack due to something triggering it off, I'm not allowed to explain what the fuck just happened. I have to let people around me be offended. I'm good at driving people away. Not much else. I'll always be this. I'm not proud of myself. I published 3 books. I'm still not proud of myself. I have a loving boyfriend. I have a beautiful home to live in. I have a father figure who actually gives a shit about me. I have a mother who loves me and tells me almost every day who I can't take 2 seconds out of my life to tell her I love her back. And I'm still not proud of myself. I have friends who support my sexuality and beliefs. I have a few little watchers and follows on Instagram that support me for being a BBW. I'm still not fucking proud of myself. Because if I'm proud of myself, if I'm happy about something in my life, it will be taken away. Just like it's always been taken away. So yeah. I guess I'm a psycho. I guess I'm a fat bitch who needs to go exercise. I guess I'm an acne-ridden slob who needs to take better care of herself. I guess I'm a lazy fuck because I don't have the confidence or the stability to get a substantial income to support people around me, even though I'm 22 years old. I'm 22 years old, so I should be rich, right? I should have a Ferrari, and I should have a multi-million-dollar business up and running and successful. I should have 2 children, and I should be an intelligent mother with a college fucking degree, right? Shit don't work that way. And it never will. I'll be lucky if I ever even fucking publish a 4th book. This is how fucking pathetic my life is on the inside. Why am I still fucking here?